Here with Slippery Rock head coach George Mihalik, a 38-31 overtime win over Edinboro today on homecoming here in front of the homecoming crowd. First of all, just overall thoughts on the game.
Well, it's when you play Edinboro, when Slippery Rock and Edinboro get together, it's always going to be a four-quarter game, and most of the time it's coming down to the final minute. And definitely that's the way the game played out today.
Some big things that swung momentum toward the end of the game. They had an interception late in the game in Slippery Rock territory. Ended up with a fourth quarter, a first down inside the 5-yard line. The defense forced them back into a field goal opportunity that they missed. That's ultimately kept the game alive to send to overtime for you. And then in the overtime session, a huge sack from Aaron Mowell, sack fumble on third down that forced them into a really tough situation on fourth down in overtime. Talk about the kind of the momentum swings toward the end of the game.
Well, I was real proud of our defense. I think Edinboro had 4 of 8 red zone scores. And it seems like when our defense lets a team in the red zone, we really see them play a lot better, and we keep them out of the end zone, which is the key. And that was a big swing there, forcing a field goal and keep extending the game and allowing it to go there into overtime.
And you scored late there in the third, fourth quarter. You scored late there. Decided to go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. Turns out that was a monumental decision. Had Edinboro call a timeout, and then we had some confusion on the staff, and Slippery Rock had to call a timeout there. Ultimately, maybe the right call because the conversion went. Talk about that conversion.
Well, you kick the extra point and you're only up 6, so that doesn't really give you any advantage. So it was a definite necessity to go for 2, and a good play call, and fortunately we were able to take that 7-point lead.
And you went with Nigel again at quarterback today. Another strong performance from him, throwing the ball and running the ball. Just gives you that different element of the offense. Talk about the way that he managed the game today.
Well, Nigel did another great job. He's just that other dimension. Anytime you have a quarterback that can run as well as he can and throw as well as he can, that puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So, he's able to, put it this way, every practice he's getting more comfortable with our offense, and each game he's getting better.
And we mentioned homecoming today. Always a big thing to get a homecoming win. Your record on homecoming in your career is absolutely phenomenal. What's it mean to be able to come out and put a W on the board on homecoming?
Well, that it's always a big weekend here at the Rock, and that's one game that any program wants to always win. So it came down to the overtime, but you usually have a big crowd on homecoming, and you got to set the tone for the weekend and send everybody home happy.
And more importantly, overall now, the team gets back to a 500 record, both overall and in the conference standings. Not quite done with the season yet. Where's the momentum of the team going now toward the end of the season?
Yeah, I think we have real good momentum. The last 2 weeks a win. It's amazing what a win can do for your morale, for your confidence. And I think this young team needed to know that if they play a full 4 quarters, we can win a football game, and we've done that 2 weeks in a row now. So I'm real happy and excited where we are at this point.
Great. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, John.